Right now at 10, another bail reduction hearing for a Northside shooting suspect. And child care relief will soon be coming to Hillsboro. What we know about the major project. Plus, Steppin' Out in Pink powers up for its 20th year.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski. Emily is off tonight. Well, thunderstorms on their way in and a couple of hours of activity still left to play out. The radar has been looking very busy in our on the ground in the La Crosse area looking fairly calm, but depending on where you are, some of these storms are hitting the ground. So for the latest on what we're tracking and how long these conditions could last for some in our area, let's send it over to our weather center and Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we definitely have activity that's around the area coming through, but a lot of it's just north of La Crosse or just west of La Crosse. But everyone's starting to see some thunderstorms right now. Most of it is just non-severe type. You can see a widespread area of light rain through Black River Falls. We have thunderstorms just went through Winona and another area pretty much west of Rochester. So far, all this has just remained not severe, although you can see brief heavy rainfall. You can see that coming through Rochester right now. So overall, this activity will continue. There's your really widespread light rain showers, maybe embedded thunderstorm and some of this activity passing the interstate. Overall, that's what we expect. So really, once we get past that, it's going to be the activity in the morning hour that we'll keep track of, because this has another potential to be maybe strong and could impact the morning commute. But this looks to be mainly south of I-90 coming in about 3 to 4 a.m. It'll begin to push closer to La Crosse potentially by 7 to 8 and then out of the area by 8 a.m. Then we'll have a reprieve, and I think we'll have more activity in the afternoon, but it won't be severe. It'll be more shower activity. So we'll break that down further, and then unfortunately, there could be some animals that'll be happy for Easter, and some probably won't be that happy as it goes throughout, because we do have another system approaching.
All right, so lots to break down later. Thanks, Craig. Well, as a reminder, you can always track weather 24/7 with our First Warn weather app. You can find that on the App Store or on Google Play. A Monroe County squad car caught fire after a high-speed chase last night. Multiple agencies pursued a suspect wanted by the Wisconsin Probation and Parole. The vehicle fled from Monroe County before crashing near Millston. Officers then pursued the suspect on foot. Now, shortly after parking to chase the suspect, one of the squad cars caught fire. No one was injured. No word on the suspect's identity or whether police caught them. We now know the identity of the suspect behind an Eau Claire chase that injured several officers. Police say a suspect led them on a chase through a bike trail into oncoming traffic, and the suspect is officially 41-year-old Nathan Stevens, who led that chase, which ended in a field off Prospect Drive. Now, 3 officers were hurt as a result. 7 squad cars were damaged. Stevens is now facing multiple charges. Gary Day made his initial appearance in Dodge County Court earlier today. Day is accused of abducting pregnant Beaver Dam teenager Sophia Franklin. He's believed to be the baby's father. The judge set his bond at $2 million.
The court finds that defendant presents an extreme flight risk and an extreme risk to this victim and other potential victims. Court finds that substantial cash bail is necessary to ensure future appearances and to protect the public.
Deputies arrested Day earlier this month in Nebraska. Franklin, meanwhile, safe and back with her family. A reduced bond for a Northside shooting suspect. It is now $1,000 bond for Jason Moran. The 19-year-old allegedly shot a victim in the arm during a fight on Logan Street. Moran's bond was originally set at $100,000 and has been reduced multiple times. Earlier, a lawyer told us it's common for a case to have multiple bond reduction hearings.
It has to be reasonable. It can't be excessive. And what's reasonable for one person, a wealthy defendant, might be unreasonable for somebody without means. So it's fairly common to see bond adjusted based on somebody's ability to pay or raise the funds for bond.
If released, Moran will be placed under GPS house arrest and won't be allowed to contact anyone else involved in that case. Well, a big honor for the UW-La Crosse Police Department. It now has full accreditation from the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Accreditation Group. That department is among only 8% of college and university police departments that achieve this status.
We are a department of only 14 sworn officers. Only 8% have achieved accreditation. So for us, this is a big deal. It really shows our commitment to professionalism and our professional development as a police department as a whole.
As part of the accreditation, UWL's policies, management, and services are all looked at. Bigger utility bills could be coming to Trempealeau. Village officials want to hike electric and water rates. Operating costs and capital improvements are to blame. If approved, the average electric bill will jump $11.76. Water bills would go up by $1.50. Eau Claire County has a new dashboard for tracking diseases. You can track everything from respiratory viruses, vaccine-preventable diseases, and many more. Health officials say the dashboard will be updated regularly. A CDC Foundation initiative supported the dashboard's creation. A new project will offer up a much-needed daycare in Hillsboro. The $1.2 million daycare and senior recreation center is a collaboration between the city, St. Peter's Lutheran Church, and Caliber Properties. The center will offer 33 child care slots and serve as a spot for senior and community gatherings. According to the state's Department of Children and Families, Hillsboro doesn't have a licensed child care provider. The closest ones are located in Elroy and Union Center. Residents and stakeholders say the city needs more child care options.
And some young ones, and they're always looking for daycare.
I kind of think of it as kind of a triangular area. Hillsboro, Waniwak, and Elroy, and the Union Center in the middle. There's very little, especially in terms of a bigger capacity center. It's mostly in-home daycare.
Now, stakeholders held a groundbreaking ceremony just last week. They hope to finish the building this summer and then open in the fall. Toma Parks and Recreation just got a nice donation. The Health Community Foundation donated $2,500. Officials say the money will be used to buy wellness and recreation equipment for the department's recreation station.
$2,500 is a great donation here. It gets us a lot of equipment and a safe area for those infants to play, so we're excited to get that. The new infant area is expected to be done in May. A fundraiser for breast cancer research is powering up the pink. The event kicks off Steppin' Out in Pink's new year by officially unveiling the new logo and breast cancer survivor advocate. September's walk this year will mark 20 years of raising money for cancer research and patients. Organizers say it's a great time to celebrate how far they've come in supporting local breast cancer programs.
We've all been impacted by breast cancer in one way or another, and I think we've all learned that over the last 20 years of doing this together that we can do so many incredible things together.
This year's Steppin' Out in Pink walk is set for September 13th. The walk raised $443,000 last year. Family and Children's Center announcing the winners for their Safe Family Art Contest. This is a part of a series of events for Child Abuse Awareness Month. Kids created art pieces showing safe ways for families to come together. Tonight, 11 winners were picked out of the 370 contestants from 6 schools.
And when you look around at all of these amazing pieces of art, a lot of them are memories from the kids and the amazing things that they can do with a family or, an important adult in their life.
Contest winners received bragging rights and a $50 gift card. Coming up, the suspect in a healthcare CEO murder indicted, what prosecutors are calling for. Plus, the latest on the Florida State shooting that left 2 dead.
Looking to upgrade your home? Save big this month at Wesco in Sparta. Buy one furniture item at regular price and get the second at 50% off. Or buy 2 items at regular price and get the third at 75% off. Want to save even more? Buy 3 items at regular price and get the 4th absolutely free. Don't miss out. Shop Wesco in Sparta today. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top-Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Save on everything you need for Easter at Hy-Vee, Wednesday through Sunday. Get Cook's smoked ham portion, Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, Hy-Vee butter, fresh Del Monte Gold pineapple. And save on Pepsi products. Plus, save on bakery fresh pies, delicious cinnamon rolls, decorated cookies, and brown and serve rolls. Save on everything you need for your holiday gathering in-store and online. Wednesday through Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
At least 2 people were killed and 5 wounded in a shooting at Florida State University. And we're learning more about the suspect. CBS's Katie Weiss has the latest.
You know, you grow up and you do these shooting drills all the time, and now we experience it again.
Students and teachers scrambled when shots rang out Thursday afternoon near the Student Union building on the FSU campus in Tallahassee.
I didn't see the shooter, but I saw the kids running away. I heard some screaming. And the shots, like 3 rounds of like 5 shots, and then 7 shots. So it must have been some back and forth going on.
Officers quickly engaged and wounded the gunman, identified as Phoenix Eichner, believed to be an FSU student.
Our citizens should feel some degree of comfort knowing that your law enforcement agencies are going to respond and do exactly what we did in this case.
For Leon County Sheriff Walter McNeil, this case hits close to home. Eichner is the son of one of his deputies.
Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene.
This is the neighborhood where Deputy Eichner lives with her son. Phoenix was more than a child of law enforcement. He was a fixture in the Leon County Sheriff's Office, engaging in several training programs. This shooting quickly reignited the debate over gun control, with supporters demanding Washington take action. President Trump said, quote, "These things are terrible," end quote, but made his position clear.
As far as legislation is concerned, this has been going on for a long time. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment. I ran on the Second Amendment, among many other things.
Florida State canceled all events Thursday and home athletic events through Sunday, while the community grieves and processes what happened. Katie Weiss, CBS News, Tallahassee, Florida.
Authorities have not yet revealed a possible motive for the shooting. The man accused of shooting and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson has been indicted. Luigi Mangione has pleaded not guilty to murder and terrorism charges in New York. He remains behind bars. Attorney General Pam Bondi says the Department of Justice is seeking the death penalty, something his attorneys are attempting to block. Mangione is facing both federal and state charges. Google dealt another blow in court on Thursday. A federal judge ruling Google violated antitrust law and illegally built monopoly power with its web advertising business. The Justice Department and 17 states sued over the issue. The ruling could force Google to divest part of its online ad business, but the company is likely to appeal. Mortgage rates took a sharp rise over the past 7 days. The average rate for a standard 30-year fixed mortgage are up a little more than 0.2 of a point, marking the largest single-week rate hike in roughly a year. Despite the sharp increase, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage rate is still below what it was at this time last year. Prices at the pump are coming down. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon has decreased 5 cents since last week. The falling cost being driven by decreased demand as spring break travel season winds down. Crude oil prices are also as low as they've been in a few years, meaning motorists could continue to pay less for gas as we get closer to summer. Still to come, the quest to return power to Puerto Ricans continue. When the lights may get turned back on, next.
And we still got some storms and even showers for your Friday, but they're not going to be severe and probably not as much as we'll see over the next couple hours tonight. We'll break down what to expect for Friday, Saturday, and more importantly, what it looks like for Easter Sunday. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
What should I do next?
Western has the answer.
Do something that excites you.
Do something fun.
Do something that shows your skills.
Do something that gets you hired to do what you love.
You can do it all at Western Technical College. Choose from more than 90 programs. Invest in you, spend less, and get hired fast. Take that next step. Apply at Western today.
Do something for you.
From the creators of bacon, Applewood smoked ham, ham and Swiss melts, 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Spring is here, and it's time for a fresh start. Right now at King Furniture, we're making it easy to refresh your home. Trade in your old furniture or mattress and get a discount on brand new furniture. We'll even deliver and haul it off for free. Find the latest styles in bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and more. And save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, enjoy free delivery and 12 months no-interest financing. There's never been a better time to upgrade. Out with the old, in with the new. Spring into comfort at King Furniture.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment. Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
Called GNT. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, crews are still scrambling to restore power in Puerto Rico. Yesterday, a blackout hit the entire island, leaving 1.4 million without power. 58% of customers had power back by Thursday afternoon. Officials said it could take days to get information on what may have caused the blackout. Hundreds of those unable to afford generators are hitting stores to buy ice and candles. 90% of customers are expected to have power back within the next 72 hours. And in the meantime, over here, still some non-severe thunderstorms making their way through the region, but some of them could be left over to the point where you might have a slightly wet commute on your Friday, Greg.
Yeah, once we get past the activity tonight, there will be kind of a pause, and then we're going to watch storms that come in through the morning. Those could be strong. We'll have to keep an eye for some hail with that, and that'll be long and south of I-90. So if you're further north, you won't see that activity. Once that passes, then really the rest of the afternoon and even, we have some light showers here and there. I think peak activity will be more in the late afternoon, early evening hour. Not expected to be severe at all. They'll actually end probably some point Friday night before probably midnight, and then dry Saturday, more sun coming out, so although not too bad of a day with temps, but then unfortunately rain does come back in for Easter Sunday, especially towards the later half of the day, evening, and in the nighttime as another system brings some pretty much widespread rainfall. But a lot of activity right now is pushing across the area. You can see this kind of this boundary or this line kind of really stalled out across I-90 or just to the north of it. That's kind of where the activity is going to be for the time being, and then further south in the southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. Further north, just some light rain. Really, Eau Claire's already seen it, but a lot of the area up there is probably done for the night and seeing anything type other than cloud cover. All this is still non-severe thunderstorms rotating through the area, so it could be a stormy night, but you can see all the activity begin to depress Winona and eventually to La Crosse. Just some occasional thunderstorms coming through, brief heavy rainfall, and really that is the thing. Once that passes through by midnight, there'll be other area that'll approach southwest Wisconsin. Additional, once we get past about 1 to 2, I think most of the area is quiet. With partly mostly cloudy skies, still remaining in the 50s. And then there's that activity that'll develop in Iowa, and that's the activity that we'll keep an eye on for the morning commute as it kind of lifts north and spreads across the area. By about 5 to 6, I think you're going to see a lot of activity further south, especially towards like Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin River Valley area. And then towards 6 to 7, you'll see more of this activity develop and kind of lift a little bit further north towards I-90. I think that's about farthest north it will get. There might be a stray shower or thunderstorm further north. That'll push east. The rest of the morning pretty much is a little bit of showers here and there, not any type of heavy activity, and that's really what's going to go on through the afternoon time frame with that northwest wind. So it'll feel a little cooler tomorrow with that wind coming out of the northwest and a little breezy in the afternoon, but you'll start seeing a few showers pop up here overnight, probably better as you go further south. But it will be just a shower here or there, not expecting any really thunderstorms to develop. That activity will continue, and as I mentioned, once we get past probably about 10, you'll start seeing that activity kind of diminish, clearing skies slowly after midnight with that north wind continuing, which means we're going to have probably a decent Saturday overall as we go in for there. Highest temperatures for Saturday, once we get some sun out there, should be a few degrees below average, that north wind, so a little cooler, but overall not too bad. Unfortunately, as we go to Easter, we do have a lot of rain coming back in the forecast, especially further south you go. In the afternoon, the morning should be fine right now. Temperatures, once again, fairly similar to Saturday. But if we kind of time it out, Saturday, as you notice, looking fairly nice. Here comes the rain with the low pushing north towards Chicago. Rain will start spreading across southern areas probably just after noon, and then continue to slowly lift north as we go throughout the evening hour. And look at all the rain going on probably for Sunday night into Monday as this low begins to push closer to the area. So it could be a very wet Sunday night into Monday, and as that low begins to push out. So we'll keep an eye on that. Low could move, and it may not be as wet, but definitely looks that way right now. Once we get past Monday, our temperatures do come back up into the 60s. A little bit unsettled through Wednesday, but for the most part, it's probably quiet until we get back to Friday, too. So more storms tonight, probably non-severe. We got to watch tomorrow morning's commute for areas south of I-90.
Sure.
Saturday looks good, and then unfortunately for the second half of Easter, it's not looking that really nice, especially Sunday night.
So get the plans out of the way in the morning on Easter Sunday.
Exactly, and then just enjoy the quiet rain that'll be coming out Sunday night.
All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, hot corner changeup. The Brewers making a roster change at third base. Plus, we may see the first of Giannis and Dame in the playoffs sooner than many thought. Jacob is next.
You wouldn't buy the first vehicle you saw.
Trust me, it's perfectly safe.
I'll take it. So don't hire the first personal injury lawyer you call.
Trust me.
Where do I sign? Object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. Just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
Dell Honda wants to help area schools with the Top-Notch Teacher Classroom Relief Fund. Throughout the month of April, for every vehicle sold, Dell Honda will donate $50 in the guest's name. $5 for every oil change performed at Dell Honda in the month of April will also be put into the Relief Fund. During this pivotal time, schools could use our help. Go to the Top-Notch Teacher page on news8000.com and vote for our school to receive a relief fund. The two schools with the most votes will receive a Dell Honda Top-Notch Teacher Classroom Relief Fund.
Hiring the wrong personal injury attorney can cost you a lot. Researching personal injury attorneys costs you nothing. We're confident that your research will lead you to buy Goff and Rohde. BGR, object to anything less than the best.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lansendorf.
Well, before we hit the Easter weekend, some games to be played on the diamond, and instead of hunting for Easter eggs, teams hunting for a victory. How about some Cooley Conference action? West Salem hosting Black River Falls. Second inning, Josie Bruto's at the dish. Starting things off with a bang, solo shot makes it 1-0. Then it was time for her to hit the mound, and she did not disappoint. Strikeout after strikeout for the talented pitcher. And the bats got hot after that. Madison Elson sends one out and opens up the floodgates for Megan Johnson, McKenna Ely to score. And add to the frenzy, West Salem takes care of business in 5 innings, taking this one by a final of 14-3. Necedah traveling to Cashton in Scenic Bluffs baseball play. Top of the 5th, 2 outs with runners on 2nd and 3rd. The throw to 3rd is going to get by the Eagle player and send in Sean Ard. Then in the bottom of the 5th, home side up 2, and Drew Butzler sends one into right. Cardinal outfielder close but can't haul it in. That brings in Brady Wells and extends the Eagles' lead 5-2. Next up, Dylan Haft rips one to the outfield. He'll coast in to second base later, driving in fellow Eagle Butzler. The Cashton Eagles take a commanding 7-2 lead, and they would tack on one more and take this one by a final of 8-2. Over to Bangor, the Royal Panthers visiting a different Cardinals squad. Royal would get off to a good start. Jackson Bender shoots one to right field. It'll drop, and he would get a runner to come home to go up 1-0. Then Carter up and at the dish, hits one over the heads of the defense out to left field, turns on the Jets as he makes his way into second. After that, Seth Brandow would take over on the mound, silencing the Bangor Bats. The senior with a complete game, allowing just 4 hits and striking out 7 as Royal picks up the win on the road at 7-3. Some more finals to pass along in the MVC. A couple of 10-run victories on Alaska Blanks Logan. Toma stays perfect with a win over Sparta. And 11, the magic number tonight for Seneca and Brookwood as they both pick up victories over conference foes. On the baseball diamond, a nice road trip for Westby and Melrose Mindoro as the Norsemen and Mustangs pick up comfortable victories. And girls soccer updates, Holman with a clean sheet against Arcadia Independence, and Central takes care of GET Melrose Mindoro. Well, as we inch closer to the playoffs on Sunday, there was some news released about the status of Bucks guard Damian Lillard. And if you're a Bucks fan, it's good news. The team today putting out a statement saying that Dame has been cleared for full basketball activity as the deep vein thrombosis in his right calf has subsided and he is no longer on blood-thinning medication. He will not play in Game 1 against the Pacers, but his ramp-up is beginning for a potential return in that opening series. And reports even say that doctors told Bucks officials that a recovery of this magnitude has never been seen before.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this could have been career-threatening, or it was, you know, and the fact that there's a very good chance that he's going to play in the playoffs for us, you know, that's a godsend.
And on the baseball side of things in Milwaukee, the organization today announcing that Oliver Dunn is being sent down to AAA. And while it's not official yet, Brewers insider Adam McCalvy reporting that Caleb Durbin, who was acquired in the Devin Williams trade, will be called up as a corresponding move. Dunn hitting just 167 in 36 at-bats with the Crew. Durbin with a 278 average with the Sounds, 2 home runs, 5 doubles in 13 games. Back to the Bucks, Ken. I cannot wait to see, fingers crossed, Dame and Giannis together, because Giannis out all of last year in that playoff series. So could be special. We could see really some greatness between those two.
I mean, that's the duo we've been looking for to carry the team through. And like you said, just the injury bug has bitten at just the worst possible time ever since the Bucks took home a Finals trophy. Like every year, it's just been devastating in some different way.
And shout out to the Bucks doctors as well for catching that. That's I mean, to hear doctors be saying that about them catching that and the recovery he's had, that's special stuff. So tip your cap to those guys.
Absolutely. All right, best of luck to the Bucks.
Yes.
And good to have Dame back sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Because the Pacers are going to be a problem. They always are. We got more news right after this.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Right now, you're busy taking care of the people you love. Let Window World take care of the place you live. Window World, America's exterior remodeler. Improving homes, changing lives.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Save on Stressless by the truckload at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Every season, Stressless updates styles and leathers, but first, we need to make room. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we took advantage of big discounts on discontinued styles, leathers, and overstocks. Now we're passing a truckload of savings on to you. You'll find sofas, love seats, chairs, and ottomans, even power recliners, all at amazingly low prices. Don't delay. Quantities are extremely limited. Take advantage of truckload savings on Stressless, only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad, because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
ESPN's College Game Day soon just won't be the same. Lee Corso has announced his retirement. The 89-year-old said his last show will be week 1 of this season. The iconic broadcaster has been a part of Game Day since 1993, coining the phrase, "Not so fast, my friend." And in '96, Corso started wearing mascot heads during live broadcasts as part of his game predictions. It quickly became an iconic tradition and a staple of college football Saturdays. Sports director Jacob Lenzendorf back out here for a little perspective on what he's meant to Saturdays.
I mean, that is college football. Is Lee Corso putting on the head of your favorite team, or you wishing he was going to do it against your favorite team? So just to see it, like the excitement and passion he's had for college football has been just fun to watch for the last 20 whatever years, even being so old. So.
Such a long run too.
Really.
Congrats to him. It certainly will not be the same on those mornings. Well, Greg's going to have one final check of your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Get breaking news or other quick links. Follow us on X at News 8 News.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like all men's, women's, and kids' Skechers. Buy one, get one half price. 25% off assorted spring styles for kids. And these men's or women's Muck brand shoes, $39.99 while supplies last. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, in original.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or get over $5,300 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
Do you ever wish your home had the comfort and ambiance of a fireplace? You're not alone. The good news, adding one is easier than you think. At La Crosse Fireplace Company, we'll help you design the perfect heat and glow fireplace for your home, customized to fit your style and space. And in just a few days, you'll be enjoying the warmth from a heat and glow fireplace. Don't wait to make your home complete. Visit La Crosse Fireplace Company today, because your place is by the fire.
The reason I chose Maxwell White is I've had experiences working with them for over 30 years, and I've never been disappointed. They listen to your problems, and then they rapidly diagnose what the issues are, and they tell you what needs to be done, how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, and then they follow through and get it done in a timely fashion, and they're very professional and follow up.
It was a beautiful day. I was riding my motorcycle and a drunk driver turned into my path and ran me over and just drove away.
It was very stressful. We were getting bills left and right, and some of them were very, very big.
Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben had a game plan from the start. Thank you for handling my case with integrity and honesty and with an awesome game plan
and it ended perfectly.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben.
All right, more storms tonight, probably to about 2, and then maybe for the morning commute too.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.